With us from Mexico, we interviewed him last night. We want to interview him again today after his final day here at Grand Canaria. Talk about the full experience, man, and what it means to you and what you learned.
Well, it means a lot to me. Preparing for this whole experience, the 4 games in a row, it's tough, but you got to do what you got to do to get to where you want to go. And the experience is great because I learned more just being here in the 7 days and playing in these 4 games than I have in the Mexico trip, where we only had 2 games, being only there for like 2 days. And in terms of style and play and everything, like I said last night, I learned more, I think, here. Not only that, but I felt comfortable. And, I felt like I did better during this tournament than I did the Mexico Combine. And that's just all because I'm just working hard, being comfortable in the court, being comfortable to the new surroundings. I mean, in this gym, you can fit 5,000 people in here. Even though there wasn't 5,000 people here, it's still a big place, and it can be kind of overwhelming, but at the same time, you got to embrace it and have fun with it, and that will make you, make it comfortable, loosen you up a little bit, and as long as you just work hard and get ready, I feel like I'm it's something that I'm very grateful for, and the experience is definitely, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. It was good to have you up here. You showed good leadership, and I think that's definitely an important quality, that you possess in terms of being a professional basketball player.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. In high school, I was a 3-year captain. In college, I was never given the opportunity to be a captain, but that never stopped me from trying to be a leader on the floor. On defense, talking on defense, trying to communicate with my teammates, help them out, help me out just by being ready and prepared. So even though, I wasn't a captain in college, that doesn't mean that I still can't be a leader or be a role player on the team. And, I felt like showing leadership during this tournament, I feel like I got better just from doing that. And I feel like I helped my teammates get better from doing that. And it's just being vocal, being active, and then like timeouts and stuff, being real positive with them, trying to help them, calm themselves down and make them feel a little bit looser than, playing tight the whole game. And, I just try to do whatever I can to make it a comfortable atmosphere. So I feel like that's how we're going to play better as a team. So I appreciate the compliment. And, if I could do anything different, it'd just be, getting up and down the court more on a consistent basis. I feel like I did that a lot better during this tournament than I did in Mexico. So obviously my endurance is getting a lot better. Just continue to learn and grow as a player. It's going to help me become a better player in the long run. So.
Sounds good, man. Keep working hard.
I'll keep working hard. My next step is trying to get a dual citizenship passport from being Lithuanian, part Polish. If I can get that as soon as possible, the head owner, Rafa, said that I would have a job. So, I did what I had to do here. Now it's time to go back home and, kind of relax a little bit, kind of soak all this in. I don't think I've soaked it all in yet, but, go home, rest for a day or 2, back in the gym, trying to get my dual citizenship passport, and then reconnecting with John and trying to get that job. I feel like that's the very next step. I feel like that's the last step. So the hardest part is just being patient, waiting, and eventually my time will come. So, thank the Lord, for getting me here, and I'm very blessed and thankful for all that. So, thanks to John for putting all of his hard work in. Without his hard work, I wouldn't be here right now. So, I'll leave it at that.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you coming.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're sitting here with Brandon Siskavich. He's been all over here with SMAA. You saw him at the China Combine. You seen him in Mexico, and we're actually in Spain right now.
Sure are.
Just played a pretty good game, man. 6 threes, and they like him. And it was a good trip, and we won 95-57. Talk about your experience here, and everything so far here at SMAA?
Well, again, it's definitely a good experience. It's another opportunity to try to fulfill your dream. My experience with SMAA has taught me a lot. Taught me a lot about my game. It's taught me a lot about the different style of play, especially in Europe. It's an all learning experience, and it's a process. And if you continue to work at it and pay attention to the details, and just stay patient and really work for it, a lot of good can come of it. And if you don't get your opportunity, the first time around, don't quit. Just stay with it, and eventually something good will happen. And I've been to Mexico, 2 games. I'm playing a lot better now than I was in March, and it's only because I want it bad, and it's just putting a lot of time and effort into it. And it's going to cost money, but nothing comes cheap. And if it's a dream that you always wanted to accomplish, as long as you keep working for it and sacrificing, the things that mean a lot to you, in the end, the dream will definitely be worth the pain and everything else. So that's what I have to say about that.
Brandon, he stuck with it, man. A lot of guys, if they don't make it the first time, we've had a few guys, and Brandon seen them come through here. Just you don't see him again, and it's like in anything in life, if you're not willing to go through the grind and you're not willing to stay with the journey, it's almost, I could say, impossible to make it. And it's not, if you continue to try, you continue to plug away, I think eventually you have to get there, in some fashion, in some way. Right. And that's what was good with Brandon. He stuck with it, and, his time came. This was his time to demonstrate what he could do. And he did a good job. And, just got one more game tomorrow. If you could just talk about the program a little bit, that would be okay.
Well, the program's great. John Solomon runs a very, it's a complicated program, but it's only because he's doing all the work by himself. It's complicated for him, but if the players come in and listen to him and work with him and try to understand where he's coming from, then it's like he's helping you and you're helping him. So by working together and trying to make something happen, I think that will go a lot further. I think it'll be a lot more successful. But if guys try to just come in and butt heads with John and don't try to listen to him, I think that's where you see guys come and go. And I'm a very patient person. I find myself to be a better listener, and by taking constructive criticism from John, and swallowing my pride and just kind of work with things that I need to get better, I'm already seeing better results from it. And I think the program that John runs, it's a very tight program. John does film, he does highlight tapes, he does workouts, he hosts guys at his house. He does a lot, and that's a lot on him. So if you're going to come into his program, I suggest that you just be patient, listen to what he has to say, just really work at it, and stick with it. And I feel like if you do that, then his program's going to pay off, and you're going to see good results and possibly even fulfill your dream.
Sounds good, man. Anything else?
No, just a shout out to everyone back at home in New York. Everything's going well right now, and I kind of feel like I'm fitting in here, and I never felt that way before in any other place. And just the people around here are real nice. They kind of welcome you, and this experience has definitely been a life-changing one for me. Even though we're still playing and we're going home in a couple of days, make it or not, this is something that I'll be able to share with my family when I get older, and my grandkids, and so on and so forth. But that's just thinking way later down the road. But if it wasn't for John, I wouldn't have been able to be sitting here in Spain right now in the Gran Canarias, playing in the tournament, chance to go 3-1, meeting awesome guys, Dion Queen, Xavier, David, guys that I just met, even the foreigners that we play with, guys from Israel, Iceland, Spain itself. You learn, you learn and in a sense you kind of just pick up on how they see things, and again you're learning, the different type of food that you eat, different culture that you're a part of. It's all within the learning experience, and that's what it's all about in the end. So that's basically all I have to say about that. But again, it's definitely a blessing, and as long as you stick with it, anything can happen.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Real good interview.